Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something deeply personal and incredibly powerful: your story. You might not realize it, but your story matters more than you think. It's not just a collection of events or memories, it's a unique tapestry of emotions, struggles, triumphs, and lessons that only you can tell. Whether you believe it or not, your story has the power to inspire, heal, and connect in ways you can't even imagine. So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's explore why your story is so important, not just to you, but to the world around you. Let's get started. Your story is more than just a sequence of events. It's a reflection of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. Every experience you've had, every challenge you've faced, and every triumph you've celebrated has shaped you into the person you are today. Think about the moments that made you laugh until your stomach hurt, or the times you cried so hard you thought you'd never stop. Those moments are not just memories, they are the building blocks of your identity. Your story is unique because no one else has lived your life, felt your emotions, or seen the world through your eyes. It's easy to downplay the significance of your own story, especially when you compare it to others. You might think, who would care about what I've been through? Or my life isn't that interesting. But the truth is, your story matters because it's yours, and it's one of a kind. Think about the people who have inspired you the most in your life. Chances are, it wasn't their achievements that moved you, but their stories. It's the struggles they overcame, the lessons they learned, and the vulnerability they showed that made their journey relatable and impactful. Your story has the same potential to touch someone's heart, to make them feel seen, understood, and less alone. Imagine a young girl who's struggling with self-doubt, feeling like she doesn't belong. When she hears your story about how you overcame similar feelings, it gives her hope that she can do the same. Or think about a man who's facing a career setback, feeling like a failure. When he hears about how you turned your own failures into stepping stones, it reminds him that success is not a straight path. Your story can be a beacon of light for someone who's lost in the darkness, a reminder that they are not alone in their struggles. It's not just about the big, dramatic moments, it's also about the small, everyday experiences that shape who we are. The time you stood up for a friend, the moment you forgave someone who hurt you, or the day you decided to chase a dream despite the odds, these are all part of your story. And each of these moments carries a lesson, a piece of wisdom that can inspire others. Your story is not just about you, it's about the connections you create with others. When you share your story, you're not just talking about your life, you're inviting others to see themselves in your journey. You're showing them that their struggles, their fears, and their dreams are valid and important. You're creating a space where they feel safe to be themselves, to embrace their imperfections, and to believe in their potential. Think about the last time someone shared a personal story with you. How did it make you feel? Chances are, it made you feel connected, understood, and less alone. That's the power of storytelling. It bridges the gap between us, reminding us that we're all human, all flawed, and all capable of greatness. Your story is a gift, not just to yourself, but to the world. It's a reminder that life is messy, unpredictable, and beautiful all at once. It's a testament to your resilience, your courage, and your ability to keep going even when things get tough. And it's a source of inspiration for anyone who hears it, a reminder that they too can overcome their challenges and create a life they're proud of. So, don't be afraid to share your story, to own it, and to celebrate it. Because your story matters more than you think, and it has the power to change lives, starting with your own. Let me share a story with you about a woman named Sarah. Sarah grew up in a small town where everyone knew everyone, and opportunities felt limited. She always dreamed of becoming a writer, but her family and friends told her it was an unrealistic goal. For years, she pushed her dream aside, working a job she didn't love and feeling like she was living someone else's life. One day, she stumbled upon a blog where someone shared their story of pursuing their passion against all odds. That story ignited something in Sarah. It reminded her of her own dream and gave her the courage to start writing again. She began sharing her own stories online, and slowly but surely, people started to connect with her words. Today, Sarah is a published author, and her books have touched the lives of thousands of readers. But what's even more powerful is that she often receives messages from people who say her story inspired them to chase their own dreams. Sarah's story is a perfect example of how one person's journey can create a ripple effect, inspiring others to take action and believe in themselves. Now, let's talk about John, a man who grew up in a rough neighborhood where violence and poverty were everyday realities. John's childhood was far from easy, and he often felt like the world was against him. But one day, a teacher took an interest in him and encouraged him to join the school's debate team. That teacher saw something in John that he didn't see in himself: potential. Through debate, John discovered a passion for public speaking and advocacy. He went on to become a lawyer, dedicating his career to fighting for justice and helping others who came from similar backgrounds. John's story is a testament to the power of mentorship and the impact one person can have on another's life. It's also a reminder that our struggles don't define us, they can become the foundation for something greater. And then there's Maria, a single mother who worked multiple jobs to provide for her children. Maria's life was far from glamorous, but she never let her circumstances dim her spirit. She had a passion for baking and would often make treats for her kids and their friends. One day, a friend encouraged her to start selling her baked goods at local markets. Maria was hesitant at first. She didn't think anyone would be interested in what she had to offer. But she took the leap, and soon, her treats became a hit. Today, Maria runs her own bakery, and her story has inspired other single parents to pursue their passions despite the challenges they face. Maria's journey shows us that even in the midst of hardship, there's always room for hope, creativity, and growth. These stories, Sarah's, John's, and Maria's, are just a few examples of how our lives can impact others in ways we may never fully realize. They remind us that our stories are not just about us, they're about the people we touch along the way. Your story might not involve becoming a published author, a lawyer, or a business owner, and that's okay. It's not about the scale of your achievements, it's about the authenticity of your journey. Maybe your story is about overcoming a personal struggle, like battling anxiety or depression. Maybe it's about finding joy in the little things, like gardening or spending time with loved ones. Or maybe it's about learning to love yourself after years of self-doubt. Whatever your story is, it matters because it's yours, and it has the power to resonate with someone else in a profound way. Think about the times you've felt inspired by someone else's story. Maybe it was a friend who opened up about their mental health journey, or a stranger who shared their experience of overcoming adversity. Those stories likely stayed with you because they made you feel something: hope, empathy, or a sense of connection. Your story has the same potential to leave a lasting impression on someone else. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers, it's about being real and showing up as your authentic self. When you share your story, you give others permission to do the same. You create a space where vulnerability is celebrated, and where people feel safe to share their own experiences. And in a world that often feels divided, that kind of connection is more important than ever. So, how can you start sharing your story? It doesn't have to be a grand gesture, it can be as simple as having a heartfelt conversation with a friend, writing a blog post, or even posting on social media. The key is to be honest and authentic, to share not just the highlights but also the struggles and the lessons you've learned along the way. Remember, your story doesn't have to be finished to be worth sharing. In fact, some of the most powerful stories are the ones that are still unfolding, the ones that show the beauty of growth and transformation. As you reflect on your own story, think about the moments that have shaped you, the people who have influenced you, and the lessons you've learned. Think about the times you've felt lost, and the times you've found your way. Think about the dreams you've pursued, and the ones you're still chasing. All of these experiences are part of your story, and they all matter. Your story is a testament to your resilience, your courage, and your humanity. It's a reminder that life is a journey, and that every step, no matter how small, has meaning. So, don't be afraid to share your story, to own it, and to celebrate it. Because your story matters more than you think, and it has the power to change lives, starting with your own. And that's it for today's video. I hope this reminded you just how important your story is, not just to you, but to the people around you. Your experiences, your emotions, and your journey are all part of what makes you uniquely you. Don't ever underestimate the power of sharing your truth. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Remember, your story matters, and the world is waiting to hear it. Until next time, take care and keep shining. Bye.